Right now on Triad today, always glad we can have some of the good folks from Alamance Community College stop by the studio and tell us what's going on at the college and all sorts of great things, helping people prepare for great careers. And let's meet a very special guest who's been with us before. We're so glad to have him back. Justin Snyder is Dean of the Industrial Technologies Division at Alamance Community College. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
You and I have talked before about the growing number of baby boomers who are retiring now from, they're my age, 150. They're retiring now from trade jobs across the state. Remind us of how that is affecting and maybe creating what you refer to as a skills gap.
Yes, so we have an absolute challenge in the industry locally, statewide, and nationally to fill those jobs of those baby boomers. So we've got individuals that have been working in these careers in the trades for 20, 30 plus years, and now they're retiring. So we've got to find someone to come in, take their place, and not only that, the technology is continuing to change. So they've got to have new skills as they enter into that workforce.
Well, Justin, is there any one particular job category or job categories that are affected most by this so-called skills gap?
So manufacturing is where we see a lot of this. North Carolina itself ranks 4th in the nation in manufacturing, and really one of those key components of manufacturing that typically gets overlooked is machining. With machining, we're looking at subtractive manufacturing, fixing parts on equipment when they break. There's really a machinist typically in all of our big manufacturing companies, and we're finding it really difficult to replace those guys as they're retiring.
Now tell me about there was an email that you sent me that said computer integrated machining. What's that program all about?
So that program is a combination of blueprint reading, some mechatronics, some computer-aided drafting. It's taking our computer numeric controlled machines, or CNC machines, and taking parts and pieces of metal and creating those parts that run those machines. So we're seeing it in aerospace manufacturing, we're seeing it in cars, you see it in all the different parts of manufacturing, textiles. Machining is one of those things that our instructor likes to say, without machining, everything that we experience we wouldn't be able to use.
Now, we didn't rehearse this, but I'm just curious. I mean, it seems like this is pretty technical stuff too, and you want to have somebody involved in the program, you want students. Should they come to you with pretty good computer skills or a knowledge of science or whatever, or what do you think?
So we want to see someone that likes to work with their hands, but they need a good basic understanding of some math. Really that math skill is key. As you're developing programs and writing programs, you need those math skills. But someone that likes to work and create, likes to see something made. It's a different part every day in many cases.
All right. Now, so that sort of goes with the thing of what areas of education and what kinds of technology that the machining is going to touch on. So it's sort of broad-based and encompasses a lot of things, right?
Mm-hmm. It does.
Now, what else are you doing to address that skills gap?
So one of the things we've seen a lot of success with in Alamance County is apprenticeship. So we're going out into the high schools and we're encouraging those individuals to look at apprenticeship. So go to school and earn while they learn. The challenge is a lot of folks don't understand what machining is. So if we get out in those schools, we're talking to those students, their counselors, their teachers, and we're explaining to them what those manufacturing jobs look like. They're able to go out and visit the companies. We've got partnerships with 11 different companies in Alamance County that are hiring those students.
Right in the county that are doing it with you.
Yep.
Because it looks, not to indict anybody, but I think that there's been a lot of companies over the last 10 years or so that said, look, I'm not going to get into this apprenticeship thing, it's too involved or whatever. I mean, that's kind of been the case. So you're sort of reviving this thing, aren't you?
Right, so the advantage of an apprentice is that student's able to learn and get the education, learn the on-the-job skills, but we see a retention rate with those companies that's much higher than someone they hire off the street. So it's a little bit of investment now, but looking for the long term, and those companies are seeing a lot of success.
I know when we were talking with Bridget last month about some of the medical fields and training, histotechnology, that kind of thing, one of the great things was that folks seem to leave Alamance Community College and get a job pretty quickly. Is that going to be sort of the same thing year after year?
Most completely. We don't have enough students graduating these programs to fill the jobs we have. Every single day we're getting phone calls from companies looking for students to enter these jobs, and we just don't have enough students.
All right, well, we're going to fill these jobs too. You guys do such a great job. Up on screen, www.alamancecc.edu, alamancecc.edu for more information on that. Justin Snyder, thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming.
Yes, sir.
All right.